Los Angeles, ground zero for America's homeless crisis, is now ground zero for the biggest fraud investigation in the state's history. Folks, we're talking about a $24 billion, yes, billion with a B, supposedly spent to solve homelessness. But today, federal agents are now saying that that money didn't just vanish, it was straight up stolen. Now, President Trump's Justice Department has officially moved in, launching raids, freezing bank accounts, and charging developers and nonprofits tied to what insiders are now calling the homeless industrial complex. Billions of dollars meant to house the poor funneled to luxury developers, fake charities, and political insiders. And get this, guys, while the homeless camps spread across downtown LA, CEOs of nonprofits were cashing $500,000 salaries. Can you imagine this, guys? And they're signing multi-million-dollar checks to their own family members. The same people who promised to fix the crisis were profiting from it. They didn't want to fix it. They wanted to keep it broken so that they could keep lining their pockets. And so tonight, the walls are closing in. Federal investigators and prosecutors, they're saying enough is enough. The DOJ is hunting down every dollar. Arrests have already been made. Buckle up, guys, because this isn't just another California scandal. This is the collapse of a billion-dollar racket that has been lying to taxpayers, lying to voters, and weaponizing human suffering for profit. I know it sounds awful, but we got to talk about this. And we have breaking news about this because in the next few minutes, we're going to follow the money trail, okay? We're going to follow the money because we know when you follow the money, you get the truth. We're going to follow it straight into the hands of the corrupt developers, the failed politicians, and the bureaucrats who built this empire on deceit. Hit the like button and subscribe. Now, this is how the so-called California model fell apart and how the Trump administration just blew the lid off of the biggest scam in Los Angeles history. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the obvious, shall we? Los Angeles has become the symbol of America's homelessness failure. Skid Row, Venice Beach, Hollywood underpasses, entire neighborhoods turned into tent cities while politicians promise compassion. But compassion without accountability is corruption in disguise, right? And so now, under President Donald J. Trump's administration, Washington is finally saying enough is enough. This isn't just about one city. This is about a national pattern of money without results. Billions of dollars in taxpayer cash that has vanished while homelessness grew. Trump's Justice Department made it very clear when federal funds are misused, the feds have jurisdiction. And for Los Angeles and Mayor Karen Bass, that means the era of excuses is over, Miss Mayor Karen Bass. The world's richest state cannot explain where its money went. So now the real question is, it's not how to fix homelessness, it's really who stole the money that was supposed to fix it. Just days ago, U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley stood before cameras in downtown Los Angeles and dropped a political earthquake. He announced the creation of the Homelessness Fraud and Corruption Task Force. This is a multi-agency strike team of FBI agents, federal prosecutors, and auditors from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD. Now, their mission? Trace every dollar from federal homeless relief grants to the very bureaucracies that claim to solve the crisis, but somehow made it worse. Now, Asaley said it plainly. We will investigate and look at the facts and determine whether any laws were broken. Now, that statement right there sent shockwaves. It was like an earthquake through City Hall and Sacramento, California, because for the first time, someone with real authority is pulling back the curtain on California's so-called model of compassion, all right? And make no mistake, guys, this isn't a study. This is a criminal investigation with subpoenas, audits, and even potential indictments. Now, most people think that their Medicare plan is good enough, but here's the truth. Good enough is costing retirees thousands every single year. This is why I partner with Chapter. They reveal what's really happening inside your Medicare coverage, and they show you the better options that your insurer won't tell you about. Now, one of our viewers, she said to me, I thought my Medicare plan was fine. Chapter showed me I was overpaying. So let me ask, are you settling for good enough, or are you joining the thousands who already upgraded? Now, most people, they're dialing that phone number right there at the bottom of your screen, or they're visiting askchapter.org/Ron. That phone number again is 909-563-8279. Oh, and the best part, it's totally free. It is totally free for the Ron Yates community. And if you're already on the right plan, they're going to tell you. But if you're not on the right plan, well, they could help save you thousands. Now, here's where the numbers really get insane, okay? Over the last, 5 years, California has spent more than $24 billion on homelessness. Now, that's not a typo. I double checked it. That is a real figure, $24 billion, okay? This is enough to build entire cities, much less pay for every homeless person to have permanent housing and food and mental health care for life. Yet somehow the tents keep spreading. It's like they're spending all this money and it keeps on getting worse. So you got to ask, well, where are they spending the money? Who's getting the money that's being spent? That's the real question. State and local officials bragged about these new programs, new task forces, and record investments. But the results, guys, they're catastrophic. Homelessness actually increased across most major California cities. How do you explain that, right? When you're dropping $24 billion and the problem gets worse, the DOJ report makes one thing very clear. Money was flowing very freely from federal grants to state agencies to counties to nonprofits with almost no accountability once it hit the local level. Billions of dollars disappeared into these vague contracts, shell developers, and consulting fees. Well, now President Trump's Department of Justice is watching. Everyone is scrambling like some cockroaches when the lights come on, scrambling to explain where it all went. Now, let's talk about the black hole in Los Angeles's books, okay? Now, don't even get me started on Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. A recent independent audit found Los Angeles could not track roughly $2.3 billion in homelessness service spending. Now, think about that just for a second, okay? Not $2 million, not that that's not a lot of money. I'm talking about $2 billion gone. Like, the report revealed chaotic record keeping, missing receipts, and grants distributed without measurable outcomes. The city's agencies blamed each other. Meanwhile, the county blamed the city, and the taxpayers were basically left in the dark holding the bag, and the bag was empty. Even worse, watchdogs discovered tens of millions parked in these unused accounts while people slept in the gutters. This is the kind of bureaucratic rot that triggered the federal probe in the first place. So when the Department of Justice and Trump-appointed prosecutors saw those numbers, the response was swift. If Los Angeles can't account for its money, Washington will. This is exactly what's happening right now, folks. Line by line, dollar by dollar, and Los Angeles Karen Bass is panicking. So Los Angeles County isn't just the heart of California's homelessness crisis. It is the beating, bleeding center of it all. Now, out of roughly 95,000 homeless individuals statewide, more than 75,000 of them live right here in Los Angeles County. Entire neighborhoods like Hollywood, Skid Row, Van Nuys, they have turned into humanitarian disaster zones. The Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, also known as the LAHSA, this is a joint agency that's run by both the city and the county, and they were supposed to coordinate housing, funding, and outreach. But instead, it became a political black hole. Millions poured in while measurable results vanished. Even local residents started calling LAHSA the homeless lobby, a group more interested in managing the problem than actually solving it. Now, under President Trump's new accountability framework, these excuses are completely dead. Now, for LA politicians, federal oversight means the era of blank checks is over. And so this is where things get really dirty. Internal audits revealed that LAHSA routinely failed to track cash advances, ignored contract deadlines, and signed off on projects with no proof of completion. That sounds like a setup for theft. Now, some vendors, get this, guys, some of these vendors, they received millions of dollars before even breaking ground. Others were paid for outreach that never even happened. Then, of course, there's the agency's now former CEO, Valencia Adams Kellum, resigned after revelations that she personally approved over $2 million in payments to a nonprofit employing her husband. That sounds fishy. Now, this is not a clerical error. This is corruption, plain and simple. City ethics officials shrugged it off as an oversight, but taxpayers saw it for what it really was. This was theft dressed up as compassion. The federal task force is already digging into LAHSA's ledgers, and let's just say insiders are already saying that subpoenas have been issued. Now, if proven true, this could become one of the largest public funds scandals in California's history. Now, I want to go ahead and pull back the curtain on what critics are now calling this homeless industrial complex, okay? Now, this is like a self-feeding machine of politicians, developers, and nonprofit executives who make fortunes, literally fortunes off of homeless people while pretending to fight it. Hundreds of service organizations, they're billing these taxpayers for outreach, for case management, and construction projects, but many of which never produce any results. Some executives are taking home salaries that are upwards of $500,000 a year, funded entirely by public money from taxpayers. Now, if that didn't piss you off, off. Developers, on top of that, inflate the costs. Nonprofits over-report their results, and the crisis itself becomes a business model. The truth, though, if homelessness disappeared tomorrow, thousands of people in this system would lose their paychecks. This right here, folks, this is why the spending never ends and the tents never go away. And now, under President Trump's DOJ, that entire network is being dismantled one fraudulent contract at a time. The gravy train just hit a federal wall. Now, two names stand out in this DOJ filing: Cody Holmes and Stephen Taylor. Holmes, a Beverly Hills executive, allegedly used fake bank accounts to steal $25.9 million from California Department of Housing and Community Development. Allegedly. Now, the funds were supposed to build low-income housing in Thousand Oaks. Anybody watching from California? Let me know where you guys are watching the show from today. So instead, the buildings were never completed and the money vanished. Wonder where it went. Then there's Stephen Taylor of Brentwood, charged with bank fraud, identity theft, and money laundering. Prosecutors say that he used shell companies to secure fraudulent loans, flip a hillside home, and pocket millions. These are not isolated incidents. They are proof of a pattern. Developers posing as philanthropists, siphoning federal dollars through these bogus affordable housing projects. Both men now face federal charges, and investigators believe that more indictments are coming. Now, this is only the beginning of what's being called California's biggest public funding crackdown in decades. So once those indictments hit the headlines, panic spread through Los Angeles City Hall like wildfire. The LA County Board of Supervisors quickly voted to cut off funding to LAHSA, citing a total breakdown of trust and transparency. Mayor Karen Bass, who built her career, yes, that's right, Mayor Karen Bass, who built her career on promising to end homelessness, went into damage control mode, holding press conferences and praising outcomes and claiming a 10% drop in homelessness. But residents didn't buy it. Critics accused Karen Bass of cooking the numbers, cooking the books, pointing to data showing rising encampments in nearly every single district. Now, behind the scenes, the county officials in the city are now at war over who's to blame. Federal agents are watching both sides. What began as a budget dispute has now become a political crisis. This is one that could take down not just bureaucrats, not just LA Mayor Karen Bass, but entire institutions that fail to do their jobs. Now, under President Donald J. Trump, the Department of Justice has made one thing very clear. When federal money is abused, Washington takes over. The new Homelessness, Fraud, and Corruption Task Force is coordinating with the FBI, with the IRS, and HUD's Inspector General to trace every dollar. Now, this isn't some blue ribbon committee. This is a full-blown criminal probe. Federal jurisdiction has triggered because LA's programs rely very heavily on federal housing grants and stimulus funds. That gives Trump's DOJ both the authority and the motivation to clean house. And so in this process, it is exposing the rotten foundation of California's so-called compassion economy. And for the first time in years, local politicians aren't setting the narrative. Federal prosecutors are doing that. And the message is unmistakable. If you stole from the taxpayer, well, you're next. The era of immunity for California's elite is officially over. So now here's where the story really gets even darker, okay? So as federal investigators continue to dig deeper, they're uncovering what looks like data manipulation designed to hide just how bad this crisis really is. So a Rand Corporation study revealed that official homelessness counts in Los Angeles may be off by 30% or more, meaning tens of thousands of people were simply never counted. Why? Because if the numbers look smaller, then the city can claim less progress and keep the money flowing. Programs like Inside Safe quietly removed encampments before count day, forcing rough sleepers into hidden areas that weren't measured. And so when Mayor Karen Bass bragged about a 10% decrease, residents laughed at her. Even her own staff admitted that some decreases, they were really deaths and relocations. In short, the data wasn't wrong. It was engineered to protect the system. That's not compassion. That is corruption with a smile. And so let's be real, guys. Every dollar that disappeared, it was your dollar. It was your money, guys. Taxpayers were told that their money would provide shelter and safety and hope, but instead it built fortresses for bureaucrats and developers. Billions spent to help the homeless were spent on studies and consultants and these luxury pilot programs. And let's not forget about the six-figure salaries for people who never even set foot on Skid Row. Meanwhile, families stepped over needles and human waste on their morning walks, and the Trump administration has framed this not just as a criminal case, but as a moral one, because because this isn't just about politics. This is about betrayal. When a government steals from its most vulnerable, it's stealing from everyone. The people of California didn't vote to fund corruption. They voted to end the suffering. And the DOJ's investigation is finally giving taxpayers what they have been denied for years: justice and accountability. This is shaping up to be one of the most consequential corruption crackdowns in California history. If prosecutors prove their case, we're looking at criminal indictments, asset seizures, and possibly even federal receivership over Los Angeles's homeless funds. In other words, Washington could take direct control over LA's entire homelessness budget. This is how bad it's gotten. Federal Judge David Carter, he's already overseeing parts of the crisis. He warned that if city leaders like Mayor Karen Bass, for example, can't show where the money went, the court will appoint a receiver to handle it instead. Now imagine that. The city that claimed to be leading the nation on homelessness being stripped of control by Trump's DOJ. Developers, lobbyists, even former city executives, they could face prison time. The message from federal prosecutors is clear. This is no longer politics. This is prosecution. So here's a question that we have to ask. How many more billions of dollars need to vanish before Americans demand change? Because this story isn't just about LA. It's about accountability everywhere. The so-called California model was sold to the rest of the country as compassion, but it's been a gold mine for crooks, thieves, launderers, and a graveyard for taxpayers. President Trump's DOJ just tore the mask off the entire operation, and the world is finally seeing the truth. They didn't fail to solve homelessness. They profited from it. And so now that the arrests have begun, every official, developer, and nonprofit leader with dirty hands, they should be very nervous. So don't look away. Share this video. Talk about it. Demand transparency in your own city, because justice doesn't stop in Los Angeles. It starts right there. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.